Okay, guys, this here is the New England Firearms Pardner. This is a single shot 12 gauge shotgun, and it is clear. There's nothing in the barrel. Alright, so it's 12 gauge. The gun weighs 5 pounds. It has a nice blued finish, nice walnut wood finish. The sights are just the little bead right there. It is a single action, single shot. Looks a lot like the old cowboy guns of the West, if you ask me. You have to pull that hammer back every time to fire it. And what you would do is you would open this up, place one shot in, close it, pull back the hammer, take aim, fire, repeat the process by opening up the barrel. The old shell will come right out, you put another one right in, you pull the hammer back, you repeat the process. Got this going a year ago, last Christmas. Let's see, December will make 2 years I've had this gun. Really nice gun. I got it for $130 at Dick's Sporting Goods at that time. However, the prices have gone up on these guns. I'd say they've increased by about $50 to $75 in some areas, some stores. I also have a recoil pad, a Packmeyer recoil pad, which comes in handy when you're, skeet shooting hundreds and hundreds of rounds, and shooting all those clay pigeons. I have a buddy of mine from work, and he will tell you, he's a really experienced shooter, that they always used to, make fun of him, call them pussy pads or whatever. Don't be afraid to get yourself a recoil pad. As you get older, you will be thanking yourself. You're doing your body a favor by having one of these. Also, I have one of these Allen straps for the ammo. It holds 5 extra rounds of ammunition right there. The ammunition I use is the you're not gonna be able to see it from here, but it's the Winchester Super X 6-shot. This was going to be used for pheasants and quail and maybe squirrels. However, I've never got to take it out to the field for hunting. I've just only been able to use it in clay pigeon shooting and stuff like that, which it does come in handy for those things. It's a cheap gun. If you just turned, 18, or you're looking for your first shotgun, this might not be bad. Yes, it is a single shot, but I'll tell you what, it's really, really fun. It's cheap fun. Originally, I tried to get the 20 gauge version of this, which I probably will get in the future. Not anytime soon, because I have this one. It seems to hold up pretty well, too. It's very sturdy. New England Firearms is a branch of Harrington and Richardson. In fact, it'll say right here, actually on mine, it says Harrington and Richardson right there. Doesn't even say New England Firearms on there. It just says H&R. So, 100% American made. I love this thing. I can't say enough good things about it. The sheer simplicity gives it its beauty. You got your pump shotguns, your semi-automatics, but I think everybody can enjoy one good old single shot. You got your double barrels too, and they're cool and all, but double barrels will cost you double the money of these, and sometimes even double the money of a pump shotgun. So, yeah, they look cool and all, but they're not really, what's what I'm looking for? Practical. They're not practical, because you have a double barrel shotgun, you're paying all this money out. You might as well just get yourself a Mossberg 500 or H&R Pardner pump or whatever. you're better off with one of those. You know, you get more rounds, at least 5 rounds in a pump shotgun usually now. Some pump shotguns hold up to 9 rounds, I've seen. So the double barrels are cool. I guess if you're a collector and you got the money to spend, hey, you know, go for it. The side-by-sides are really cool looking. And if you're going for, you know, skeet shooting, the over and unders is what you want usually. Also, if you're going bird hunting and you want a double barrel, the over and under is what you want. It's much more accurate because when you aim, you have the barrel. The other barrel is straight out like the top one, and you can pretty much, you know, still hit your target right on. Whereas the side-by-side, it's a little bit more, you need a little bit more skill to hit your targets because, you know, you got the barrel here, you got the barrel here, and you have the sight down the middle, but that's not always going to help you in every case in hunting. Now, I know some of you guys aren't really hunters out there. Some of you guys just want, you know, cool guns to shoot off or, you know, defend your homes with and stuff. This wouldn't be my first choice for such an event, but I'll tell you what. Someone comes into your room and you have this pointed, you know, right there. The guy opens up the door, bang. You know, it's a 12 gauge shot, you know, 12 gauge shotgun. It's gonna lay the guy out. You know, you get buckshot, birdshot. I think you could actually interchange the barrels with these. All you have to do is take this little screw right there. I don't know if you can see that. Take a little screw right there. Then you take out this barrel and put another one in. I think you put like a slug barrel in there, and so it does have its uses. It is versatile. You could actually take this down into 3 pieces. You have the handle, the barrel, and then just the stock and the handle here. So you can put this in a book bag. I've seen a guy who has the H&R Tamer, which is he has the 410 version, and it has a synthetic stock already on there, and you can actually place, I think, 4 shells inside the stock, which is pretty cool. It's got a stainless steel barrel. It's like a 20-inch barrel or something like that. It's meant for you know, shooting small game and stuff like that. If you're out in the wilderness, this guy, I think he's from Canada. I think he said, you know, you can shoot a rabbit in the wintertime or whatever. If you're out in the wilderness, you have something. Not my first choice in case you come across a grizzly bear or something like that. You know, even this, you know, I'd be hesitant to use the 12 gauge unless you had buckshot or slugs. Of course, up close and personal with a bear, their noses are very sensitive and their eyes are sensitive. So I guess if you had birdshot on you and you just shot real close, hitting them in the nose, the most sensitive area of the bear, send it running or even drop it. You don't know. I've heard of a guy who's dropped a bear with a .22 long rifle bolt action. The bear was charging him, and he had used the .22. He took aim, he shot it, and it hit the eye of the bear, and, you know, killed the bear. And this was a grizzly bear, and grizzlies are some of the most ferocious of all bears. You know, I've actually seen on National Geographic where the grizzly bear chases off a polar bear in Canada. You know, and the polar bear is even bigger. But you know, these grizzlies, man, they're not afraid of anything. Not something I want to mess with. Angry grizzly. So, but anyway, got off topic there. I'm sorry. Anyway, back to this. You know, you have the shotgun can be used for hunting, small game, survival gun. The good thing about a single shot is it's less parts in there. Long term, you'll have this gun longer than a lot of your pumps. I have a Mossberg Maverick. I guarantee this will hold up longer than that Mossberg Maverick will long term. If you were out in the wilderness, if shit hit the fan, as a lot of you guys are seeing those videos now, and our government came to an end, okay? Let's just say that happened. You know, initially you're going to want something that you could fire off a lot of rounds and have the firepower. you might want to fall back on one of these later in the game. If there was no chance of a return of civilization, and I needed to have some guns with me, honestly, I would take like a 357 revolver, and I would take one of these. Simply because a revolver would hold up longer in brutal conditions, I think, than a semi-auto will, even a Glock. Because the reason being is, with a Glock, you need to oil the slide up and everything, and the spring, and all that other stuff. So, and yes, Glocks are nice guns. I'm not knocking them at all. I'm not knocking any semi-automatic. What I'm saying is, long term in the wilderness, I would want something like a revolver. You could take like a. I think I can think of two guys right now. Nothing fancy. He carries around a Glock 22 and a Glock 17, and then you have Fabio Crow. And Fabio Crow has a 357 Taurus Model 67 7-shot 357 Magnum with adjustable sights and a 6-inch barrel. I'd go with that gun first over the Glock, simply because it has the ability to take down any game, pretty much any game in North America. The 9mm does not necessarily. 357 can pierce the skull of a bear from a farther distance, I think. And so looking at that, you never know if you're going to come across a bear. If you're out in the wilderness and you're with you and maybe a couple of your loved ones, you had to escape the suburban area or the cities because anarchy took up rise and all that other garbage. I'd want one of those. Also, maybe a black powder gun of some sort. You could always reload and stuff like that with those. They're dirtier, but like nice 44 Magnum or something like that. Black powder revolver. But this would be my long gun of choice. Like I said, less moving parts and all that stuff. It'll last longer. So yeah, that's about it. I got a little bit on a rant there, but just some stuff to think about, Because everyone says, buy these AK-47s and buy these 40 and 45 semi-automatics if shit hits the fan. Yeah, I agree with that, but also you want something to fall back on when those guns are really no longer relevant for what you're going to need. So, Harrington and Richardson, Pardner, single shot, single action, 12 gauge. Something to consider. And like I said, you can get these for pretty cheap. And I would recommend you get these at Dick's Sporting Goods. I haven't seen a better price on them than Dick's Sporting Goods or Walmart, but I hear that Walmart has these Mart guns, and you're getting them cheaper, but you're also getting cheaper quality guns. That's just what I hear. I wouldn't want to risk that chance, so I would recommend like a Dick's or something like that. Alright guys, I hope this helps you out here. Piedmonte89 out.